Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. Jason here bringing you today's video. As always guys, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. We've got a ton of content that we come out with. We're trying to review as many books as possible. Also, don't forget to check the links down below for links to today's book and any other applicable links. This is our Discord channel and anything else we can think of. Please check it out through the links. One of our fans asked us to set ourselves up with the Amazon affiliates so we could use the traffic through those links. Otherwise, once again, thank you everybody for joining us, and I'm going to go ahead and get right into today's video. So for today's episode, I want to talk about a book that I came across. It's a one-off, it's not part of a series. I can see some potential in there, but this really looked like a passion project. It's called The Nameless Restaurant, and it's by one of my favorite authors, Wong. Wong wrote the System Apocalypse that I both liked, loved, and absolutely hated, but he's also written The Thousand Li and some other absolutely fantastic books. He's an awesome author. His ability to put word to page and be gripping with it is really, really, really fun. So The Nameless Restaurant, I'm not going to go through my usual four categories because, again, this isn't a series, and this one is kind of, so it seems more like a passion project, but it's a fun read, guys. It really, really, really is. It's definitely something you should check out. It's theoretically in our world. I believe this restaurant is somewhere in Toronto or something along those lines. It's kind of hidden. It's one of those hidden gem sort of things. Like you can only find this restaurant if you happen to walk down a certain alley and just open a certain unmarked door kind of thing. And basically, it is based around this character. I can't remember his name now, but based around this character that's like this from the hints we get, this legendary wizard, legendary sorcerer, some kind of great power in the world, very, very legendary. And he retired basically. He wanted to retire, and he just opened a little restaurant out in Toronto, tiny little restaurant with a human waitress, although she is versed in the supernatural because, again, set in our world, but more of an urban fantasy type of world. There are regular people that come in to visit this restaurant, but for the most part, most of its regulars are all supernatural in some way, shape, or form. They're either wizards, they are trolls, dwarves, fairies, whatever it may be. They tend to come visit this restaurant and pay a whole bunch of money. So there really isn't too much of a plot. There's some like minor hints or elements, mostly just introducing characters. Like we have this almost like a genie, basically a genie that was freed by the person that released her from the lamp. And that's typically considered an extremely bad thing because genies are enormously powerful, pretty flighty, and almost hedonistic. They tend to just do whatever the hell they want, and consequences be damned. So, and then we've got the human that freed her, that is learning magic off of her. We've got wizards that are pursuing them, not to try and capture them because the level of power that this genie has makes that next to impossible, but they have questions of their own. They all show up at this restaurant. The genie knows the owner and head chef of this restaurant, and they've got a little bit of history. Some of these wizards that show up know him. They have a little bit of history. Then you've got some of the regulars, again, your trolls, your ice giants, fire giants, stuff like that. And they all just kind of show up this one particular night and make for a little bit of drama. There's no grand battles. There's no great spell casting, spell singing, anything like that. There's been a few books I've read that are similar to this. Just sitting around in a bar telling war stories in a way. That's kind of what this book is. And like I said, it seems a lot like a passion project because the descriptions of the food, when he makes the food, it's pretty intricate. It's very, very, very intricate. Like Wong wanted to write a book about this restaurant, came up with this character, maybe wanted to write a book about this restaurant. And from my understanding, it's also kind of a semi-offshoot to one of his other series. But it seems like he's maybe has a passion for cooking or a fan of cooking or something along those lines, or food, or just a foodie or whatever. Because the descriptions of the cooking process are pretty intricate. You almost feel like you could read this book, you could read a chapter in this book and go make that dish. Like there's enough intricate instructions in there for the full recipe. Sorry guys, it's going to be kind of a shorter review because again, this book it's almost like a novelette. and it doesn't really have a driving plot. It's just a fascinating, fun read. Dao Wong is just an incredible author. He really, really is. Even his series that I absolutely despise the main character and could not stand him. Even that series, I read till the very end. I read all 10 books, I think it was, 10, 12 books, something along those lines, because of how well he writes, and how gripping he writes. And that translates to the Nameless restaurant as well. It is an absolutely fun read. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And after you hit the like and subscribe buttons, go check out the Nameless Restaurant by Dao Wong. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.